Hello, everyone, and welcome to New York Neutrals. Yeah, another one coming right at you. We're looking at the New York Mets today. We looked at the Yankees yesterday. We were kind of hinting that we were going to the Mets, but we're going to go into the Mets and see how they stack up. Basically, the same scenario as last time with the Yankees, except we're running it down National League now. So let's see how the Mets rank up. In terms of last year, the regular season, they didn't make it to postseason. They focused too much last season on
But people got hurt too.
yeah, people did get
The
hurt,
pitching.
but I think they were like 5 games out of like Brewers, Braves, and who was it? The Nationals, the Nats. And they weren't really a front runner. I think everyone was tied like at last second, and then I think Brewers managed to beat them in a one game, and it kind of just they weren't looking for postseason anymore once the Brewers beat them last year. But yeah, let's look at the team leaders. We have Conforto with a point 322 batting average. That's not bad. Alonso is Alonso. He's a monster. 16 home runs he led with Smith with 42 RBIs. That's sheesh. That's not bad. Um the batting percentage, Conforto again, point 412. That's nice. And 65 hits in total from Conforto. I think just looking at their regular season, it looked really good, but it wasn't playoffs ready. Especially when you have someone like the Braves and the Brewers leading the pack over there. Even the Cubs at sometimes, proving their worth. It's a tough division in the NL East. It is gonna be
And it's
hard.
the defense again with me. Players again playing out of place here.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's another thing with baseball. They need to have the DH in the damn National League already. It's ridiculous. People don't come to see the pitchers hit. People come to see hitters hit. They want to see home runs. Okay. P. Lonzo, first base. Okay. Conforto, right field. Okay. Davis, third base. Okay. When Nemo.
And this is just last year too. I
Okay.
think they
And McNeil. See, McNeil's out of place, and Donovan Smith is out of place. They had him playing left field too. So that's the problem there. But anyways, we gotta go to this year's team.
Yeah, this was last year.
Yeah.
This is just looking here. It just looks like they weren't ready for postseason. There's no way that, in my
Oh, and they had
opinion,
Chirinos too.
yeah, in my opinion, there's no way this team would have made it far. I mean, just looking at it, come on, man, you got
So it's played 8 games.
Robinson Cano with 49 games.
That's
Come
tough.
on, man.
Nose out.
Come on,
No, you gotta
man.
remember it was a short season last
It was a short season,
year,
but
like
it
60
wasn't.
games.
It was they weren't ready for postseason.
Nah.
They at first of all they didn't deserve it with how they
Check the
played
depth chart.
towards the end. Yeah, well the depth chart is gonna show this season, so this is gonna be good. They got their
Go
ace Degrom is always gonna be good. They
Carrasco from Cleveland.
they managed to bring Carrasco.
Becomes the second guy.
Stroh's gonna be good for them.
He's a starter.
Walker and Pearson. Now,
Peterson, I haven't heard much.
yeah,
Lugo's day to day.
Lugo's Day, Trevor May, Familia. He's an old
And
Met,
Texas.
Familia.
They need Seattle Edwin Diaz. They
Yeah,
need the Seattle Edwin Diaz. I'm sorry. They need a better backup catcher. First base is fine. Lonzo. McNeil. See
they
McNeil
said
second base. I rather
yeah.
him at second. I rather him at second than the outfield.
Cano suspended.
Lindor,
He's all the way fourth.
JD. See Donovan Smith. That I understand.
Yeah, Smith. I would put Nemo in there for him,
You gotta get him out of there.
but Nemo is center field, so I don't really know who they would put.
Well, I
McNeil?
think they signed
Nah.
some other center field guy.
Well, the biggest thing here, the biggest thing catching my eyes is the Grom and
Well,
their
Kevin
newest
Clark can
pickup.
play center. Kevin Clark,
Yeah,
but they got him for backup.
and their newest pickup in Lindor.
See, look, DH. They were supposed to do it and they didn't do it.
What?
DH,
Miller?
the National League. They were gonna make the DH. I don't know if they did it, but look, they got a DH for the Mets.
Supposedly.
Jose Martinez, Platanito, Dominican.
He's back up. Yeah, he's back up. I think what really turns this team around in terms of what's different from last year is Lindor is a big pickup. It's
Yeah, but it's not enough.
yeah, no,
To
it's
me,
not
it's
enough.
not enough.
Well, they still have Syndergaard coming back off of
Yeah, but they need another
injury.
outfield. They need another outfield. A Donovan Smith playing outfield to
Yeah,
me, that's like a first baseman playing outfield. A
Smith
DH
is
first baseman playing outfield. That's like putting Luke Voigt to play outfield.
yeah, Smith
Like
is
you're
the
gonna get a lot
outlier.
of balls that he's not gonna catch that he's supposed to catch. They're gonna drop in front of him. Gonna be a lot of doubles.
Well, hopefully they don't hit towards his side. If they hit towards his side and he's weak this year, then that's the ultimate where they fall. But it's better than last year's.
Maybe he worked on it. Maybe he worked on it.
Is
I like the McCann pickup. You got a catcher that's gonna call good games.
they had Nito for such a long time, and you see Nito wasn't working as
Yeah, no, they need a backup. They need a better backup. You can see the Yankees. Call the Yankees. We got backups.
yeah, little brother. Well, they don't need to call Yankees when they're still picking up Dylan Patansis and stuff like that.
Edwin Diaz, he has to have Edwin Diaz career year more than 50 saves. That'll be because he did 50 saves in Seattle. We need 50 over here. We need 50 saves for the Mets to be a playoff team.
Yeah. It's still hard.
Lindor has to have an MVP type season. Like, yo, I'm telling you, you talking about Atlanta and Washington and Philly.
Yeah, and Alonso has
The
to.
strongest. And Florida made it to the playoffs last year.
Well,
So they're going to be hyped.
I don't see Philly doing that much. I still think Braves is at the top of the pack. It's really hard to see the Braves. They're probably a championship contender at this point. Coming out of the East is really gonna be hard. That's the team to beat, and I don't even think this team stacks good against Yelich's Brewers. It's gonna be hard to see where they go from here. But you need Alonso to recapture and redo what he did last year, and he put up some amazing stats last year. And you need Lindor to you know to produce. And Smith is one of the outliers here. It's gonna be hard to see him do. Degrom is probably gonna be Degrom again, the goat. He's a great pitcher, so you don't have to worry about Degrom. He's your ace.
The one thing that the Mets have is a lot of starters. Like
Hmm.
like the Yankees have a lot of good. They have a lot of good starters.
Yeah, let's just take a look at some of the pitchers they got. They got
And now we
Bond,
have Steve Cohen as the owner, so it's gonna be always in it. Always gonna we know we're gonna
and
spend
that happened this year, right?
this year.
Cold. Yeah.
You know that he's gonna spend money to make that team better. So what I see him doing is waiting till the trade deadline, and then they'll pick somebody up, whoever becomes free.
I think Strowman was a really strong pickup too.
Cohen was good.
But he's going with zero on the Mets. Uh,
All right.
yeah. Um,
Well,
the Grom is gonna produce for his team. You've seen him time and
wait a
time
minute,
again.
Steve Tarpey.
Yeah, Tarpley.
Yeah,
He probably let him go.
that's terrible.
Yeah, it's. I feel like the Mets are they. If someone's about to leave,
They just look like they
yeah,
have like a lot of starters just in case someone gets hurt.
true.
And like I said, this year a lot of teams are
Still
gonna
got
have
Lugo.
like six. Instead of a 5-man rotation, they'll have a 6-man rotation. That way, everybody pitch every week, one game. Instead of 2 games a week, one game a week. Because last year we didn't play that many games, so you know your arm. When you build up your arm to pitch 200 innings, you can pitch more than 200. But if you haven't pitched only 100 innings, you can't expect your the next year to pitch 200.
Well, that's another
So
thing with
even Garrett Cole got a inning limit on.
yeah, that's another thing with last season. The
Yeah, he got
fewer
70.
the fewer games kind of did make it feel like it was like a. I hate that it's such a thing, but like the phrase "it's a Mickey Mouse championship" last year, it resonates because it's 100
Well, I don't care
50
about
games is it?
next year because last year was too much of a fluke. We had COVID.
Yeah,
Like I'm not even mad at last year. Like this year, I don't want to hear nothing. This year, you're gonna have 150 games. You're only missing 12 games, so that's a season. I don't want to hear it. You have to come through, and the players got to come through. The
well,
Mets, you just gotta hope the guys perform because who thought JD Davis was gonna be that good of a player?
yeah.
Nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Then now you got Lindor, so that side of the infield is smashed down. So now you got all you gotta work on is getting a good second baseman.
Yeah, their second baseman is they have Garcia and no Smith is doing first. Well, Viller. I thought they said Viller was gonna be DH. They said
Yeah, Villa will be a second base. Jonathan Villa.
and
Villa.
Garcia will be. I don't think they'll have a DH.
No, I don't think it's a DH. I think they but that should be the one too. That'll be
Yeah,
perfect.
because they have Viller here as DH, but I don't think he'll be.
Yeah, I think he's going second base.
He might be just be second base.
He's got a good defensive guy there at second base. So that's perfect, man. All they need is that is defensive players because your pitching is awesome.
And they got Khalil Lee from Kansas City. They managed to get him in a three-way trade. Let's go to that right now. Let's look at some of the injuries and then we'll go into that. Wow. Syndergaard
Syndergaard
is
needs to
still
go.
Syndergaard is in the red. That's
Jasmine,
he might not be
Giselman,
ready.
Giselman, and I don't know who Lindsay is.
Underwent. Yeah, he doesn't even have a picture, but they'll be ready for.
This year they have to at least make the wild card. I don't care. I don't care that you're in the
Mm,
Stag National League. I don't care that. I don't care. You have
it's tough.
arguably one of the best
Mets roster.
pitchers and rosters, but the best pitcher to ground back to back Cy Young, man.
Oh
He's
yeah,
number
no,
one.
yeah. You can't keep playing, wasting
He
his
wasted a year.
years.
He wasted no Syndergaard.
Yeah, look, now he's on the DL.
So this year is make or break for this team.
Let's
This team needs to sneak in to a wild card. They have to. And they gotta be the first wild card. They need a home game in Queens.
and get with them. They're gonna face some of
Look
their.
at that.
Yeah, they
You
face some of
start
their.
the National League what East? Wow. Washington. Philly.
That's the thing.
Miami. Philly.
I forgot.
Yo!
I forgot about that too. Washington is also
Yo!
they won the World Series not a couple years ago. They're another tough
2 years
team.
ago.
Yeah, they're
Yo, he said Washington, Philly.
they got
I mean
Rendon
Atlanta, Miami, Philly, Colorado is when they get their break.
and
Because
then
it's in Colorado, Chicago, you get another break.
damn it, they don't have
Jesus.
the Braves until the 17th. We get the Braves earlier than they get the
And
Braves.
then they got Tampa Bay, Pop.
Damn, yeah, they have a tough schedule.
Yo.
Well, the NL East is really tough.
Oh my God. That first half, then see, that's it. They're not making the
Well,
playoffs.
let's see second half. We didn't see Yankees second
They're
half,
not
but
making the playoffs.
yeah, they got a tough
Everybody made the
schedule.
playoffs last year but them. But them. Philly, Braves, and the Marlins.
Yeah, you don't want the Marlins in.
At least play the play-in game.
It's gonna be
Jesus,
tough for them, man.
it's
It's
gonna
gonna
be
be tough.
tough. But they have a good coach. They can't blame the coach. Players gotta perform. Conforto gotta become the star that he is. Grom is gonna be the Grom. Carrasco's gonna be the Carrasco. Strowman has to have a better year. Walker and Peterson gotta show out. Lugo, Familia, and Batanzas gotta form the solid piece to get Diaz. Diaz gotta be Mariano this year. McCann gotta at least give you at least 15 home runs, bro. McCann gotta give you at least 15 home runs. Alonzo gotta give you at least 30. McNeil gotta be a doubles machine with solid defense. Because he's in the outfield. You're gonna have Villar there a second. Davis is gonna be Davis, and the dog gotta put up an MVP type season. Then you got McNeil at left field, and Brandon Nemo, good defensive. In the outfield, you got Nemo, McNeil, and Conforto. That's a solid defense, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's a solid defense. That's a solid defense.
And just the DH alone, I don't know if this will.
That's if they come in. Well,
Yeah,
they're going to be playing a lot of American League teams. You already seen that. So they'll be in the DH.
we'll see. And just to wrap
And
it
you got to
up,
understand in the National League with the pitch hitting, every time you take the pitcher out, so those guys are, they get their bench gets to play more in the National League than it plays in the American
yeah, you can see right away with Steve Cohen coming in. There's a lot of
League. All
transactions off
transactions.
season.
Phillips would have not done it. The Wilpins would have done shit.
Moves quality, major league coordinating. Oh yeah. Oh, we didn't even talk about that with their coordinator. They're hitting.
Yeah, the other guy got yep, and the general
I
manager.
forgot about
The
that.
general
Oh,
manager,
both of them?
sexual harassment. Jerry
No, it's
Porter.
just really.
Yeah, Jerry Porter. He got fired the next day. The Steve Cohen's not playing. He said he's not.
Wow.
He said zero tolerance, and he meant it. That's what I'm saying. That's how you gotta keep shit accountable.
Yeah, I know
I
the.
don't care. I just signed you to this deal. This in this deal that if you that I can avoid it, boy, you're fired. Get out of here. Get him out of
Yikes.
here. Fire him the next day.
Wow, I didn't know that. I thought it was just the hitting coordinator being a creep.
No, that one was the creep.
Yeah,
They got
and they
Lindor
got
and Carrasco for Ahmed Rosario and Andres Jimenez.
that's not even that
The
bad.
two minor league players, right-handed pitcher, Josh Wolf and Isaiah Green.
That's not bad.
That's amazing. That means
That's
that
Dolan's
means
team.
that means it could have been a straight up deal for the Yankees deal.
They didn't want. I feel like the Yankees this year. A lot of teams had done talks probably with them.
I would have gave him Glaber for them two people. Being
um.
Zach Scott, see, acting general manager. You see, they got rid of the general manager, Jared Porter.
Wow. Yeah, I see it.
Jose
And
Martinez a 1 year contract. They clean Tarpey off waivers from Miami. That's not bad.
mm-hmm.
And then that's where those the arbitration.
Arbitration, yeah.
Diaz, Castro, Jessamine,
Lugo,
Lugo, Nemo, Alberto, Smith, yeah.
mm-hmm. And then they.
Quiet Khalil, Lee, Kansas City.
I don't
That's
know.
why I like they got it in a 3 team deal. So
Yeah,
they just okay. You guys, can I rob this guy? Here, boom.
that's what I'm
That was a
saying.
good deal to
That
come in at the end and pick up a guy that you want because you needed a center fielder.
and they just and all they had to do is give away Josh. And what did Boston give away? Yeah, and Boston didn't get nothing.
Now, one thing I think is here is the designated Brad Batch. Is he hurt? Because Brad Batch is a good pitcher, open pitcher. When they signed Villar to a 1 year contract, they designated Brad
Oh,
Batch.
I see it. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Is he in the minors? Did he get what he did?
Yeah, I don't. I see wants to join me for
They
minor league
traded the
contract
catcher Ali Sanchez for money.
for undisclosed cash. Consider damn, that's crazy. And then Oswald, Syracuse, and then oh look at this big
So they
news.
released it. They released Brad Bench.
Yeah, and then yeah,
Right.
wow, yeah.
Yeah, they released it.
Well,
And the
they got some
retirement
good
Tim Tebow.
big news. Tim Tebow, damn, out of the he hasn't even made it to the league and he's already retired, man.
Hallelujah, holla back.
It was all a publicity stunt in my eyes for Tim
Nah, but
Tebow,
it's kind of smart too. You got 5 years minor league service.
and probably a lot of people bought his jersey. That's not bad. You get money for that.
He played college. He played NFL, so you're gonna get an NFL union, and he's gonna get gonna get a Major League Baseball union. I mean, minor league baseball. I mean, I don't think they give him unions in minor league, but he got something. They gotta give him something. At least gotta be giving up something. There's people that been in the league for years never made the playoff.
Yeah, that's
Never made
crazy.
the team.
Yeah, that's wild.
Shane Spencer, he played 10 years in the minors.
Yeah, but just looking, one thing to take away from this Mets roster is it's probably one of the most promising rosters. But you gotta remember, Mets fans, the Braves are the team to beat.
Yeah,
The Braves are really the teams to beat.
they're
Because just
terrible.
making it in to playoffs, to play-ins, is not enough. You want this Mets team to do good, and this roster is not saying like this forever. I guarantee with Cohen at the helm, Mets fans can be excited that something will happen.
They're gonna have money.
Yeah, because he's already pulled off some weird stuff that probably shouldn't have happened, like Khalil, and getting Strowman, that was a good one too, and Lindor, the Lindor, Puerto Rican and everything, Boricua. So it's gonna be good for this team. Just worry about the Braves. That's really the team to beat. You don't really have to worry about Phillies. They're at the bottom of the pack. Um, but yeah, you're probably a mid team right now. But we'll definitely be looking at this. Mets look fun. They look like a fun team that you can just root for, and that's something the Mets fans deserve at this point. But it's kind of like with the Wilpins, like what are you doing? But yeah, thank you all for coming. Uh, we're probably gonna be looking at Mets games. Like I said last video, we're gonna be looking at Mets games. Probably some spring training games. If anything's if we see anything good, we'll probably do a review on a game. But thank you Mets fans for coming. We're really excited about this team. We want to see the Mets do good. We like both New York teams. We're Yankee fans, but we love to see the Mets prosper as well. And my grandpa's a Mets fan as well. So my dad, my
Yeah,
dad's
I
dad,
grew up a Mets fan,
you
and
know.
then I became a Yankee.
Yeah.
I grew up a Mets fan with my dad, and then I became I visited my grandmother, and my grandma made me a Yankee fan. She said I lived in the Bronx.
So there's a story. That's why we're going to be doing both teams. So yeah, thank you all for coming out. We'll see you guys next time.
New York, no truths.